This is Chicago's very own WGN News.
Interest rates and inflation are weighing heavy on the minds of consumers. The Federal Reserve just announced it was holding rates steady at just over 5% as it seeks to drive down inflation.
Well, joining us now to talk about what it all means for consumers is Charlie Wise. He's the head of global research for Chicago-based TransUnion. Thanks for coming in and welcome to the show.
Great to be with you.
So I would say this is getting out of hand, but it's been out of hand for a long time. Inflation, it was supposed to be getting better, and in some measures it is getting better, but we were expecting 3 interest rate cuts. Now it appears it's only going to be 1 throughout the year. What is your research telling you about where we are right now?
So we have seen tremendous progress against lowering inflation. It's come down a lot from the peak in 2022, but even with those cuts, it's not enough yet to get the Fed confident that they can start to lower interest rates. They don't want to do it too quickly because if inflation takes off again, ticks back up, then they're going to have to raise rates again, and we don't want that to happen.
You think about high interest rates, the first thing that comes to mind for me is mortgage rates. We've got high housing costs, high mortgage interest rates. It's making it a challenge for a lot of folks to buy homes. What is the impact of this on the housing market?
What this means is that consumers are going to have to wait for these higher for longer rates to come down before they really jump into the market. So it's really keeping a lot of people on the sidelines right now. Both the housing prices and the interest rates means that a lot of people want to buy and they just can't. But hopefully later this year, we'll have an opportunity. Fed will start lowering rates. Can't say when, but we think it's going to happen. And that will be really the signal that may be okay for consumers to start getting into the buying market again.
What a tough spot, though, people who've been in trying to find a house with such limited inventory. And it's not just that the biggest ticket item, but other big ticket items. And credit card debt is affected by this. What is your advice for people that are carrying a mountain of debt on their shoulders?
It's tough. I mean, we are right now at a record high credit card levels, over $1 trillion of credit card debt, and the average consumer with a credit card carries over $6,300 in balances. And with those high rates, that means their payments are up. So really our recommendation is whenever you can, try not to add balances to your credit cards, pay them down if you can, and if you have an opportunity to refinance your credit card debt onto a cheaper form of debt like an unsecured personal loan, or if you have a home, take out a home equity loan or line, it can really help lower your interest charges.
And just tackling those minimum balances gets you nowhere. Right?
Exactly. All you're going to do is just tread water for quite a while.
Right.
You guys did some research and found that among the generations, the younger generations are the ones who are still mostly optimistic about their finances, even given some of these challenges. Why is that? Is it because they're farther away from retirement?
Really what we see is for the younger generations, particularly Gen Z, 65% of them said that they're optimistic about their personal finances over the next year. And a lot of that has to do with the continued strong job market. There's still a lot of jobs available, and the younger generation has seen meaningful improvements in their earnings over the last 2 years. And so a confident consumer really feels optimistic. And as long as that job market holds up, we think that the overall consumer is going to be in pretty good shape.
You're watching what the Fed is doing, right? And it seems to be sort of a divisive group, and it's just so murky about, when the next cut will or will not happen. What will it be, and what do you think will happen once we finally get that first cut?
I think the first cut's going to be a real boost to, to consumer psyche, the markets overall, because once they start doing that, I think there's going to be a steady stream. There's probably going to be a pace of those. We may only get one this year. We may not get any, right? But we may only get one this year. But I think we'll start to see a cadence of maybe every other Fed meeting in 2025 then, they would continue to lower. And that's really going to bring a lot of relief to consumers in terms of lower rates, and also a big boost to the housing market, because over 3 million people have taken out a mortgage since 2022 at very high rates. If they can refinance those, save themselves some money, that's going to be a big boost for consumers.
Hope to get some better news from you, and we'll bring you back in to chat about it. Thanks for your insight and information. We appreciate it. Charlie Wise with TransUnion. Appreciate it.
Thank you.